Good morning, people. Welcome back to the grumpy old git in the corner. Nah, not too grumpy today, to be honest. It's nice not to have to think about going out to the hospital and having needles stuck in me for a little while. Always uplifting, especially with the way the NHS is at the moment. But yeah, there's not a lot going on at the moment out there. Well, there is, but it's all being overshadowed by the strikes and things. And I think it's being totally used as a distraction from the cost of living, the energy prices, what they're doing about it, the state with the EU. And yeah, they're just using the strikes as a distraction in the NHS. But they have said they want to look into why there's been so many excess deaths happening. And have admitted that it's way higher than it's normally been or should be. But in fairness, they have said they're not taking into account the pandemic. So the numbers through that won't be taken in the full listings, which is debatable. And they've said they want to have an inquiry to find out why. Well, Rishi, I'm going to save you millions and millions of pounds on a ridiculous inquiry that will tell you nothing other than what we already know. No, the extra deaths are not because of the pandemic. They are there because of what was done during and after the pandemic and are continuing to be done. And it's going to continue for many, many years. There you go. Save you millions of pounds. There's your results for your inquiry. Simple person can see it. Many of other simple people with free thinking minds can see it. Only you can't because you're educated. You prick. I mean, we warned about this. Many of us warned about this, that this was going to happen. Now, the only ones that took notice are those that have got the ability to think for themselves. And do you know what? Out of all of those people that I know, they're all still here. What does that tell you? You know, they're saying it's the highest count that's been seen for 50 years. Unfortunately, with all the evidence that's come out there and the admissions, they can't see why. Just shows education, no replacement for common sense. and talking about the unions and shit, well, I've had a look around today, and you can see how they're treating the people now. The negotiations are going nowhere, and the government's idea of negotiating is bringing in some laws to make it, in some cases, illegal to strike. They can actually tell individuals, you can strike, you can't. They say it's to make sure that there's emergency cover and there's enough cover to keep things working. Well, they deem that to be 80% of the workforce will be, by law, forced to work. Yeah. It's getting to that sort of oppression level again, isn't it? But the thing is, it's costing lives. And the government are happy with this, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion. YouTube, this is my opinion, because it falls in line with the depopulation agenda. It's a conspiracy theory that's out there. You can make your own minds up on that. If I try to persuade you, I'm going to get into trouble, ain't I? But I'll leave that there for you to think about. And the Ginger Whingers book is out, isn't it? Oh dear. He seems to have upset a lot of people, doesn't he? Never mind, eh? Bothered. But, you know, same with all people like him. If you don't want to pay the full price, you're only going to have to wait a couple of weeks and you'll find it in the bargain bin or filed under fantasy or something. But, the lad's not doing himself any favours. He needs to be single again and back with his family, I think. Now, I was thinking last night, now I can remember quite a few years back, all the bluehead herbivores were kicking off, this is quite a few years ago, about modified cereal crops. The government were trying to modify cereal crops for better yield, etc. You know the way it went. And they all kicked off about it. Protests, all sorts of things. But now they're talking about it again. Mainly Bill Gates and his foundations and whatever. They're at it again. Modifying and genetic engineering crops and what is grown. Where are the protesters this time? I mean, this is public knowledge. It's been out in public for not quite a while, but it has been out a little while, but now it's been confirmed. You know, the protest, they're too busy harassing us meat eaters, aren't they? And my beef with those people, pun intended, well, it's there, isn't it? I don't go around harassing you for your choice of friggin' diet. You want to eat grass? You eat grass. But that does not give you the right to harass me for what I want to eat. And by the way, if you do a bit of research, there are far more poisons and toxins in plants than you will ever find in meat. The only way you've got to die through bacon is by eating too much and choking on it. And I do eat far too much bacon. Right guys, I'm going to leave it there for now. Yeah, it's going to be a day of digging, I think, being as there's nothing coming out. I'm going to have to chase down the main players, as it were, because they don't seem to be saying anything. They're just letting the unions and that get on with it. As I say, distraction, smoke and mirrors. Before I go, I do get quite a bit of reaction from the memes and the cartoons I put in my videos. As you know, the missus used to find them on Facebook. Now I'm on Facebook, I look for myself. But there is one particular person on there that I follow, and I know she follows me. She does repost my videos and that on there for me. But I'd like to give a big shout out to Kel HD, because some of those that you put up are absolutely hilarious. And if it gives somebody else a laugh, it helps them through their day. Thank you very much for the use of those. And many others. There are others that I take them from, but Cal does put up some good ones. Right, that's it. Once again, welcome to the new subs. Hope you enjoy the channel. It varies a bit, depending on what mood I'm in and what I've found out. But, as always, my respects to all of you for your support. It is appreciated. And before I go, as always, stay safe, stay strong, and look behind what they're telling you. That's where the truth is. Respect, guys.